You ever feel like no matter how hard you work, it's never enough? Like you could be pulling 16-hour days, skipping sleep, drinking your fifth cup of coffee, and society still tells you, grind harder. Hustle culture in America is out of control. Somewhere along the way, we stopped working to live and started living to work. But here's the dark truth. Hustle culture isn't just toxic, it's a scam. Back in the day, the American dream was simple. Work hard, get a stable job, buy a house, retire comfortably. But now, the new American dream looks more like wake up at 4 a.m., work 3 side hustles, and sleep when you're dead. Where did this come from? It started with corporate America romanticizing overwork. Silicon Valley CEOs pushed the idea that if you weren't obsessed with your work, you were lazy. Social media influencers made it worse, flexing their Lamborghinis and rise and grind routines like some kind of holy gospel. And suddenly, if you weren't hustling every second of the day, you were a failure. Let's be real. Hustle culture sells a dream that isn't real. The truth? The people preaching it? They already made it. They're not grinding anymore. They're outsourcing, investing, and making passive income off the backs of others who are still grinding. The worst part? The hustle never stops. Because no matter how much you achieve, there's always another level. More money, more success, more stress. And for what? To flex on Instagram? To impress people who don't actually care? Working 24/7 isn't a flex, it's a health crisis. Lack of sleep? Check. Burnout? Check. Increased risk of anxiety, depression, and heart disease? Big check. We weren't designed to work like machines. Yet hustle culture tells us to ignore our bodies, push through the exhaustion, and sacrifice everything for success. But let me ask you this. If you lose yourself in the process, was it even worth it? Social media makes it worse. Every time you scroll, there's some guy saying, I make 6 figures because I grind 18 hours a day. What's your excuse? As if working yourself into the ground is some kind of badge of honor. Here's the truth. The richest people in the world, they aren't hustling nonstop. They're making smart moves, not burning themselves out. You ever see a billionaire brag about pulling all-nighters? Exactly. Let's talk about work-life balance, because in America, it barely exists. Other countries, they have 30-plus days of paid vacation, shorter work weeks, and actual time to enjoy life. Meanwhile, in the US, people are out here working sick, skipping vacations and checking emails at 2 a.m. just to prove they're dedicated. It's a broken system, and guess what? It's designed to keep you working. So how do you escape the grind? 1. Redefine success. It's not about working 24/7. It's about building a life you actually enjoy. 2. Set boundaries. Work when you need to. Rest when you need to. Your job doesn't own you. 3. Stop comparing. Just because someone on social media is hustling harder doesn't mean they're happier. 4. Make your money work for you. Invest. Build passive income. Work smarter, not longer. Because at the end of the day, life isn't about how much you work. It's about how much you actually live. Hustle culture sold us a dream that turned into a nightmare, but the good news? You don't have to buy into it. Work hard, but on your terms. Chase success, but not at the cost of your health, happiness, or sanity. Because when you're on your deathbed, you won't be wishing you worked more. You'll be wishing you lived better. So, what do you think? Is hustle culture a necessary grind, or is it time to quit the toxic cycle? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if this video made you rethink hustle culture, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We've got more hard truths coming your way.